Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. Marco was very restless. His head was constantly full of thoughts. All day long, different thoughts came and went, and these thoughts made him restless and tired. He was constantly sad about his past and very worried about the future. Because of these thoughts, his head was like a storm. He could not calm down, slept poorly, and even forgot how to smile. One day, Marco heard about a distant village in the mountains. People said that a wise old man lived there. This old man was a famous psychologist in the city. During his life, he helped many people and taught them how to find peace of mind. Now he was old. He left the bustle of the city and settled in a quiet village surrounded by nature. Sometimes he gave advice to visitors. Marco was overcome with curiosity and hope. He decided that he should go and meet this old man. He thought, maybe this wise old man can help me find peace. After many days of long and tiring travel, Marco reached a village in the mountains. When he got there, he saw a small house surrounded by greenery. On the porch of the house, an old man was sitting quietly. His eyes were closed and he looked very peaceful. Marco went up to him and said quietly, "Grandfather, my mind is very restless. I can't stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Could you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled calmly. He said, "So, you are looking for peace? Then come with me. I will give you a small task." He led Marco into his small courtyard. Then he filled a glass with water all the way to the top. The glass was so full that even a gentle shake would cause the water to spill out. He handed the glass to Marco and said, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and then come back. But remember, you must not spill a drop of water." Marco looked at him in surprise, but he wanted to do his best, so he accepted the challenge. He carefully picked up the glass and walked. The street was narrow and busy. Some people were walking, some were running. Sellers were calling customers, dogs were barking. But Marco did not look back. His gaze was riveted only on the glass. He walked slowly and carefully, step by step. People looked at him in surprise, but no one bothered him. They knew that he was about to learn something important. Finally, Marco returned to the old man and said, "Grandpa, I did it. I didn't spill a drop of water." The old man nodded and smiled. Then he asked, "That's good. But tell me, did you see the children playing on the side of the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco looked surprised and answered, "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was just looking at the glass." The old man smiled again and said quietly, "That's the secret, something that was always inside you, but you didn't know. When your mind is in the present moment, there is no room for fear, confusion, or extraneous thoughts. You thought only of the water in the glass. In that moment, your mind was completely calm. You were not sad about the past. You were not afraid of the future." Slowly, Marco began to understand. This was the peace he had been looking for. Peace is not something we find outside. Peace is already within us when we live in the present moment. Marco bowed his head and said softly, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want to calm my mind, I must keep it in this moment. That is when real peace comes." The old man smiled again. The sun was setting, and the last rays of sunlight were touching the earth. The birds were returning to their nests. Marco returned home, but now he was no longer the restless young man. He had changed. He was calm inside because now he knew how to control his mind. If you enjoyed this story, please like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Thank you for staying with us. See you in the next story with new thoughts and lessons. Until then, stay healthy and calm.